How far we've come since the early days. Initially, I used the measures in a paper and pencil format and plotted the graph with a ruler on a piece of paper. Nowadays, we have the advantage of fairly sophisticated technology, of which MyOutcomes is one of the cutting-edge programs. These two measures and the interpretive algorithms and a variety of formulas for determining aggregate statistics have been incorporated into the MyOutcomes.com product. This particular product will allow you to administer the ORS and SRS to your clients in real time on a computer, a tablet, a mobile phone, via the web, or a telephone app. It will allow you to plot the client's progress and experience of the relationship from session to session to determine whether clients are on track or are off track, or whether or not there are other concerns in the relationship that might need to be attended to. You'll be provided with a graph that has red, green, and yellow zones. Makes interpretation fairly simple and straightforward. Clients falling in the red zone are experiencing treatment at that particular session, that particular point in time, like clients who eventually go on and are not successful. That is, they don't have a successful outcome. Clients scoring in the green zone are responding to the services being provided like clients who end up being successful. Clients in the yellow zone, their outcomes are indeterminate, and action is probably necessary to forestall failure in the future. The critical difference with the algorithms that are embedded in the MyOutcome product at this particular times is that they are not percentile rankings. In other words, we're not comparing the client to averages. Instead, when a client falls in one of those three zones, it's predictive of their eventual failure or success working with that therapist at that time in this way. Importantly, it gives everybody involved a critical opportunity to reflect on the process, to talk with the client, to consult with colleagues, peers, and supervisors to see if the outcome can be improved by changing something about the service that's being provided. As you use the MyOutcomes product, you're going to find that there is a dashboard where all of your data is summarized. It's a snapshot of how effective you are, how many clients that you see, and your overall effectiveness. We're going to come back to that question in a minute, your baseline level of effectiveness. In the meantime, on the dashboard, you're going to get a huge amount of data that can inform your practice. Let me give you just one example that I think is really helpful. Clinicians are busy, and more clinicians are having higher and higher caseloads. It's just part of the economic reality that we're all working within at the present time. The result is that despite our best efforts, we can lose track of people. In the MyOutcomes system, interestingly enough, you can get alerts so that if there is a particular client with whom you've not had contact for a while, the system will alert you and say, you need to take some action with regard to this particular person. Similar kinds of technologies are being used by family physicians to help them with clients who have chronic diseases, for example. They, like us, have very busy caseloads. The system allows us to keep track and to be mindful of the folks that may need the service the most. One other feature added by MyOutcomes is the scatter plot. You can find this in the dashboard. I'm really glad that MyOutcomes added this particular item in the latest iteration of their ever-evolving program. The scatter plot enables you as a clinician to, at a glance, see which of your clients are on and off track or at risk. Just look at the graph, you'll be able to see all of the clients in the green zone, in the red zone, or in the yellow zone. This quickly enables you to identify those clients that you need to think about, reflect upon, do some planning, or get some consultation.